Hey, I'm Tom, and this is TRBCollectibles, where I go to yard sales, estate sales, and thrift stores. I buy items for a low price and then resell them on eBay for a decent profit. Today, we're going to do something a little unique. We're going to be unboxing the DYMO 4XL label writer. We're going to go in and out of the box to see what you actually get when you order it. Also, I'm going to talk about my shipping process and how it's developed over time based on how my business has grown. So, here we go. Everybody approaches eBay differently when they begin. Some people will wait at the post office with their packages to get labels put on them, and other people will print at home. I was one of those people that printed at home. I started out with just my regular old laser printer. The reason I use the laser printer, it's a little bit more efficient, at least cost efficient, on the ink that you use on the paper. So I went ahead whenever I would have to ship something, is I would get an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, cut it in half, and tape that half to the top of my package. And it worked very well for a good amount of time until I started selling more items and I realized it takes a good amount of time to cut out a label and then tape it to your box. So once I started selling more, I realized I needed an upgrade. I wasn't ready for another printer, but I knew I wanted to go for something a little different. You're saying to yourself, that's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. It is, but it's a little different than that. If you take a look, it's actually kind of like one giant sticker, actually two. There's two labels on each page. And the nice part about this is it's efficient. You print it out, you can print two labels per page, you peel it off, and you stick it to your package. Now, you can get this for about $13 to $15. You can get 100 pages, which is about 200 labels. And for me, it was working exceptionally well. I was getting labels out my printer, and I was putting them right on my boxes, and I was getting them right out the door. Now I started ordering more and more and more, and I realized that the cost part about it started to become my printer, that ink. And that's where I realized maybe I should move that money into, rather than buying the ink, maybe get a printer that I can be more efficient as far as cost. It might be more expensive at the get-go, but in the long run, I'll get a ton more labels for a great price. Now, that's when I substituted this for the DYMO 4XL label writer. Now the reason I chose this one was because for the last 3 years I've been watching a YouTuber slash flipper slash reseller. His name is Lonnie. He's over at Shed Flips. He's also over at Garage Flips. He's been using the DYMO 4XL the entire time. I've never heard him complain about it. He prints hundreds if not thousands of labels off of the same printer time and time again. And he can get rolls and rolls and rolls of labels. Now, the unique part of this DYMO is that it's a thermal printer, that there's no ink involved. It's all based on heat and the actual paper itself. You can actually get a roll of 220 labels that you're gonna put in this product, and there's no ink. And you can get 4 rolls for about $27. So you can get about 880 labels compared to maybe 200 of what the page, or excuse me, 400 of the double-sided paper would be. So in theory, in the long run, this is the more cost-efficient option, but in the beginning, that's a little bit pricey. Now, my business is at the place where I can utilize this printer. You want to grow to get here, and that's the best part about being here, is now I can print labels 10 times more efficiently and get them on my packages. I ordered it from Amazon, and the only downside that I've seen so far is that they actually shipped it in its box, in its DYMO LabelWriter box. So if you have a home that's on a very busy street, just be aware that the DYMO label and everybody will know what's inside your package that's sitting on your doorstep. So when you do order it, be sure to leave a message for Amazon that you want to leave it as far as a pickup, or have them hide it in a place on your property. Now, let's begin. We want to open our DYMO 4XL label writer. This is the 4 different sides that you're going to see on each side. It's actually a really informative box, and I'm going to use my official Shed Flips box cutter to make sure I can get the tape off either side of this box. So let's begin. Okay. A little bit more tape. Also, if you're interested in a box resizer, it also has, you can resize boxes with it. Lonnie over at Shed Flips sells this, so be sure to check out his channel. All right, to begin, we have the LabelWriter Quick Start Guide. Now remember, you can always get the manuals and informative videos on YouTube, so that can also be helpful. And to begin, that's what you're gonna see in your box. It doesn't look like it was damaged in shipping at all. It looks like they do pack it very sturdy, so that's what's very pleasing to me, at least. To begin, so it looks like this is the core of the box itself. This is what is going to be in the box. And this contains the printer itself. The rest of the box comes as so. That's what you're gonna see inside your box. So let's begin. We'll begin with this. Let's see how I got it open. Okay. So you're gonna open it up like so. It's actually packaged fairly well. They put it in cardboard in the box, and then they wrap it in bubble, which is very pleasing. You know that it's packaged well for shipping. I've been looking forward to getting a printer like this for a while, so I can't wait to see what it actually looks like. Granted, I already know what it looks like, but you know, when you first get a new product, it's very exciting. Look at that. They put really nice tape on it, so it doesn't come with any scratches or marks. And then you're going to get, you're gonna take that tape off. You get a fresh DYMO label printer. Look at that shine. And then you go on the inside of it. That's what you're gonna see. Get some more plastic. And it looks like, aha! So the nice thing is that they give you a test print. On all their printers, they go through test prints, so that's the page that you're gonna see there with all the different lettering. That's actually thermal heat that creates that, so because the paper is special, it reacts to the heat that the printer applies. So this is probably the test page before they put it in the box to ship. And then there's a couple test labels. They give you a couple test labels. Yep, that's the label that they tested with, as far as the manufacturer, and they give you a couple instructions, which is really helpful on the inside of your printer, so if you forget how to put in the paper, it works really well. You have a piece of foam, and this is where you're gonna put your paper when you do close up your printer. And that is a really nice compact design. It's really space efficient, and as far as labels, you can fit 220 labels in here, so that really is exceptionally helpful, especially when you have a lot of packages to ship out on eBay. On the bottom, it'll give you the model and information of the printer itself. It'll also have the port to connect via printer, and it has your power source plug at the bottom. And just an overall view of the product itself. It's really quite nice. Now, within the box itself, they give you that printer cord so you can connect it to your Mac, or you can connect it to your Windows-based PC, which is exciting. So you can work it on either software platform. You have your power pack. Now, the nice thing about this, compared to most printers, as well as computers, it doesn't have that bulky block as far as for power. You can literally plug it in. Oh, I stand corrected. It does have a bulky block. So you're gonna have your power plug here, and then your bulky block. It'll always have one. It is a printer after all. Now you have your bulky block, with your information based on model number on the power source itself, and what you're going to connect your power source to it. Excuse me, that's the printer cord. That's going to be your power cord as well as your bulky block, and what you're going to go ahead, plug your printer in, and make sure everything can work for you. The last thing that they include in the box are a roll of 30 labels so you can get going with your printer. I already have labels on order, so that's really exciting. Now, it comes with your power cord, it comes with your printer cord, it comes with some paper. It was packed really efficiently, and I can't wait to use the DYMO 4XL label writer. I think it's going to really be efficient as far as making sure I can print labels, as well as any other labels that I want to attach to packages using thermal heat on the paper itself. Overall, I'm excited about the process. I'm excited about the actual printer. I can't wait to use it. And I hope this video showed you a little bit more into, if you were to order the DYMO 4XL label writer, what it actually looks like when you order it and when it comes in the box. Now, the most important thing that you can do, if you'd like, is ask me any questions in the comments if you have any, based on what you didn't see in this video, based on how I unboxed it. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you might have, size specifics. You let me know in those comments below, and I'll make sure I get back to you. Well, that's the DYMO 4XL label writer. I hope I unboxed it and you got to see everything you were looking for. As I mentioned before, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But I'd like to take the time to say thank you, and I appreciate that you watched all the way through the whole video. So if you could, please click that subscribe button and also ring that bell notification so you know when I release future videos. As always, my name is Tom, and this has been TRB Collectibles.